This week on commandN, the cat strikes back, the brin-bot, and what's for dinner. Welcome to episode 215 of commandN. I'm Amber. I'm here in downtown Toronto. Now you might have noticed that we sent out a special episode of commandN last week. This is a video that we did called Texter. Many of us on the show are fans of the show Dexter, so we decided in honor of my new book coming out that we would create this little parody. We had a ton of fun with it, so we hope that you enjoyed it. Now let's get right into it and talk about the tech headlines of the week. Our headlines this week are sponsored by our good friends over at GoDaddy.com. Now we have lots of great deals for you. All you have to do is check out our website at commandN.tv/GoDaddy to find all of the different discounts so that you can save money on your domains and hosting packages.
Today, we're introducing iPhone 4.
There is no shortage of buzz about the new iPhone. The Apple device was announced a few weeks ago and includes some cool features like a front and rear facing camera. Also, you'll be able to shoot high quality video and edit video in iMovie. And finally, it has a beautiful, sleek design. Despite many problems with people ordering the phone, they sold out 600,000 iPhone 4s will be shipping on June 24th.
This is going to change everything all over again.
If you're a fan of chat roulette and like the idea of randomly connecting with people via your webcam, but maybe you don't like the fact that people are flashing their private parts, you'll be happy to hear that the teenage founder from Russia is looking for a way to censor private parts. So when you go to the site, it will be much more of a PG environment.
What's up? Hanging on chat roulette. Aw, come on.
E3 just wrapped up in Los Angeles, and many of my favorite people were down there doing coverage, including Leo on the Twit network and the team at Butterscotch. Now, the project formerly known as Natal from Microsoft launched there as Kinect. This is a very cool product that will allow you to play video games without a controller or a device. All you use is your body, so it's hooked up via the Xbox to a webcam, and you can interact with the games. I've seen lots of the video online. It looks fantastic, and I believe, even though I'm not a hardcore gamer, this is even something that I could get into in the future. When the iPad first came out, I said that I wasn't going to buy one. I was going to wait for the second generation device, but I caved recently. Chris and I decided to pick one up for Texter, and I know Chris loves this tablet device. Now there is a rumor out there online that RIM is coming out with its own tablet. There's not a lot of details in terms of how this would work, but people are saying that this would actually hook up or sync up with a BlackBerry device. And that's pretty much it as far as what's available on the blogs about this new tablet. Should be interesting to see what RIM does. And I've been a BlackBerry fan for a while, so I might have to pick one of those up as well. At a conference on singularity held at NASA, one of the co-founders of Google made a surprise appearance. Although Sergey Brin wasn't on location, he was actually miles away, he operated the brin-bot. This was a machine that was really like half human and half robot. While at the event, this brin-bot traveled around talking to the different participants about Google and other news related to the giant company, while Sergey Brin sat at home and actually operated the brin-bot from afar. A standard move in the news business is to end your newscast with a kicker, and that usually includes animals. So on this episode of commandN, we are going to wrap up our news with a commandN video that does feature animals, and this is our own version of What's Cute.
Speedo. Speedo.
For our power friending tip this week, I wanted to share a clip from a video that the Butterscotch team did at my book launch last week in Toronto.
All your friends and family are here to see you. Tell everyone at home who isn't here what your book's about.
The book is called Power Friending, and it is really a how-to book for anyone who wants to understand how to use Twitter, Facebook, and any other websites available online to really promote their business. And not just their business, but if you have a personal brand and you're looking for a job, it's a good idea to start using these tools and try to get your name out there.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur. I've just been loving my iPad, so on this week's Hot Stuff segment, I'm going to share with you 5 different apps that I've found for iPad that I think are great starting places to see what this thing can do. First of all, IMDb has a great free app that has everything you'd expect from the IMDb website. Actors, movies, TV shows. It's very rich with graphics. It's fun to jump around. And perfect thing for the iPad because it can sit down in your living room and when you're watching that movie and are like, who's that guy? I've seen him in someplace else. Well, the IMDb app is definitely your friend for figuring out those sorts of things and finding some new things to watch in the meantime. TweetDeck has a very nice multi-column Twitter client on the iPad. It switches from 2 to 3 column depending on the orientation of the device. And it again is free, very much like TweetDeck on the desktop, and I believe you can even sync columns and stuff across. Wikipanion is another great app. It's a viewer for Wikipedia, and there's Wikipanion on the iPhone. Well, they've made their iPad app even better. It's got in-app search, audio playback for pronunciation and other audio content, and it's just a great way to browse through Wikipedia content without having to go through the traditional web interface. I've talked about the Marvel Comics app before, just thought I'd touch again here because it is a really great example of a nice app. It's a free download comic book reader with a store inside it, so you can buy comics for $2 a piece, which is a great deal, about maybe half of what they cost on the bookstore shelves. And there's some issues for free, so you can go and take a look at it without even making the investment. Now, Dragon Dictation, it's not that it's such a great app for showing what the iPad can do, but it's just a fantastic app. It's available for iPhone too. If you don't know about it, it basically lets you hit a record button on the screen and will take what you've said and using some cloud-based service, it will translate that into text, and then you can copy and paste it or share it, put it in an email or whatnot. It's pretty sci-fi kind of thing. It's one of the apps I go to impress people about the different apps on the iPad and the iPhone because it's really very futuristic seeming. So check out that, Dragon Dictation. And one more bonus app. This one's a paid one for $10. Scrabble for iPad is just a really gorgeous version of the Scrabble game. You can even get a companion app on your iPhone that lets you use your iPhone as the letter tray and like flick letters off it onto the board. You can play friends on Facebook. There's all sorts of cool things. So $10, I thought for a bit before I actually made the purchase because I thought the price was a little bit steep, but really it's a great game, get a lot of playtime out of it, and just a great sort of vision for what that kind of thing can be on the iPad. That's all for this week. I'm Jeff MacArthur. Enjoy.
Now it's time for our web picks of the week. If you're interested in a creative way to do a resume and you're tired of a boring Microsoft Word document, you need to check out this site which has a list of the top 30 resume designs. One of my favorites is this resume from a guy who specializes in infographics where you can see his input and output time as well as other details. Also, this is a very creative resume from someone who decided to put what work he's done in the past into the form of a transit map. So good job, guys. Very creative, and I hope it inspires some of you out there. commandN contributor Rahaf decided to send us a web pick this week, which will give you some advice about what you should eat for dinner.
RecipeChimp.com will recommend meal ideas based on the ingredients that you already have inside your pantry. And if you're completely clueless about what to make, try whatthefshouldimakeForDinner.com. It will spontaneously suggest a wide variety of recipes in an angry yet very, very funny way. That's it for me from Stanley Park. See you next time.
Now that's it for our show this week. As always, we'd love to talk to you online. All you have to do is visit us at commandN.tv. We're always in the comments. We're always waiting to hear from people. And if you want to submit a web pick and do your own video, we'd love to feature it on the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Peter was a purple dinosaur, he flew all over the land. And Kimmy was a cat that he met, at first that he couldn't stand.
I'm on fuego!
Then when he came to land, he and Kimmy got together at last.